This video will describe what happens when you split a field boundary, whereas you have a full set of data, in this case on 62.44 hectares, and I've got soil test layers, I've got my soil type map, I've got my DAP recommendation, and the like. What happens if you split a field? What happens to the data? Where does it go? And so forth. So let's look. I'm going to come up here to the setup window, field management setup. We're going to come over here to the actual edit delete fields option, and we're going to edit that boundary. So if I go down to that particular grower, to that particular farm, and that particular field, I'm going to edit this boundary down here in the bottom left. I don't have any imagery, so I'm just going to use the online imagery. This will pull up in the view, and I'm just going to quickly come in here and take the split polygons and just arbitrarily pick a spot on here and say we split it off right there, for whatever purpose, and we split off and sold off this east side of the field, which is 34.78 hectares, and I'm going to clear that selected feature. Now we've split that area of the paddock off. We're just left with the 27.66 hectares here, what's on the two paddocks, sub-paddock areas here on the west side. When I hit done to that, it's going to tell me that editing a boundary will result on the previous management zones being deleted. They're really hidden. I'll come back to that in a moment. And the inability to save management zone from previous selected or collected event. And I'm just going to say yes to this. Now when I go to the maps view and I go down to that field 24, you're going to notice when I load up the soil samples, they're still over there, the original points. Now the actual rest of the layers of data, if I come down here and I load anything else, and I'll just pick one of these, this lime wreck, on the particular lime wreck, you're only going to get what falls within the field boundary itself. So you have the raw data as well as the soil types. Soil types are clipped, but the soil test points are the raw data layers, so they're actually extending out there. But anything that you would actually do on this field will only be utilized on the points that fall within this set of points that fall within the boundary right here for any future use. So the idea being that when you split a field, it actually encapsulates only the data layers, with the exception of soil test points, what's within the boundary for any future processing.